There was a temporary ceasefire on the front line. A kettle boiled over the fire, fruits were on the table, but the situation here in eastern Ukraine can change at any moment.
If they completely cross a certain line, then we'll suppress the attack. Militants are using a submachine gun right now. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes not so much fun.
Ukrainian soldiers do not open fire in response to the indiscriminate shelling by Russian hybrid forces. They work only on command, depending on how the occupiers behave themselves.
You have to be ready for shelling at the most unexpected moment. It's Murphy's Law, or call it what you want. Shelling happens at the most unexpected moments.
The consequences of the shelling are clearly visible in the neighboring village. Locals, like thousands of other Donbas residents, did not expect that the Russian world promised them by the Kremlin propaganda would look like this. Militants keep firing even at abandoned houses.
The occupiers tried to destroy residential houses. You can see for yourself the remains of the house. It's a result of shelling by militants using 122mm mortars.
Shelling here subsides and then resumes. In a safe place away from the front line, there is Vasil's sanctuary, the kitchen. He used to cook dinner to songs from an old movie, familiar since childhood to many participants in this war.
We often make toasts and fried chops and mashed potatoes. We eat everything our heart desires. It is already dark, and we can hear that the occupiers have resumed shelling. Soldiers say that in this way, the militants try to provoke them to open fire in response.
This can lead to further accusations. They say that Ukrainians are the first to violate the truce. What happens at the positions is not immediately apparent. It is not possible to get there on our first attempt. When the gun stopped firing, our crew went for a walk around the posts. They asked us to be careful.
While walking, you need to be careful. It's dangerous there.
Russian hybrid forces carried out targeted shelling. They fire at one position, then switch to others.
The Russian-backed militants keep firing.
During the next shelling, our crew spoke to the army team, someone that was glad to demonstrate some of the army life hacks.
We store ammo in a thermos. They do not rot and do not disappear there.
Others were a little camera shy.
Will you show me on TV? Please don't do it.
In the morning before going out, we give the soldiers a copy of a book by the Donetsk artist Serhiy Zakharov. He resisted the occupiers and survived captivity 5 years ago.
It's very cool. Respect for this person, understanding the hell he went through. There were atrocities in the Pseudo Republic. We understand that none of them are liberators.
Liberating their native land from the occupiers is the main goal of the Ukrainian soldiers. They say nothing more is needed. Reported by Ihor Medelian, UATV.